In 2011, while camping having a background in video editing and tired of all the fake shows on TV, I decided to make my own series. This series is meant to show our true and real expeditions searching for Bigfoot, but more importantly, to entice friends and families off the couch to explore what this amazing world has to offer. My name is Mike Familant, and this is my come to western Maine in the Bigelow Range to investigate an ongoing and currently growing list of Bigfoot sightings. The Bigelow Preserve, home to Maine's most prominent ridgelines, has a high point of 4,145 feet and also includes the 20,000-acre Flagstaff Lake, the fourth largest body of water in the state. Sightings of Bigfoot have been on a steady rise in this part of the state, specifically in the Bigelow Range, which prompted us to center our investigation here. But before we get to camp, we have to make one special stop.
Since we're in Maine, we made it a point to stop, and as everybody should, at the International Cryptozoology Museum in Portland, Maine. See my good friend Gene and Lauren Coleman's museum.
That right there is like the coolest thing ever, the dart gun. It's the one that Patterson had for a while there when he was out bigfooting.
Really?
Yeah. Instead of to shoot his strength, but the thing is heavier than heck.
We're here with Gene at the International Cryptozoology Museum in Portland, Maine. Got special filming permission to come and film here, which is awesome. Big thanks to Lauren Coleman, who's the curator of the museum. He runs this place, awesome. And we're here with an employee and one of my good friends, Jean, who has been out with us. If you have been following the show, you'll remember her from season 1 back in High Point area, New Jersey. So Jean, this is where you work. This is amazing. This is such a cool place to work.
It is. It's an extremely cool place to work. I get to meet some amazing people that come in that have an interest, some that don't even know what cryptozoology is, and you get to explain it and see how excited they are when they leave.
That's so cool. That is, we were just walking around here. I mean, this place is, I mean, it's not only Bigfoot, it's everything. It's got, I mean, all the lake monsters and stuff. It's got, I mean, everything. The Mothman.
This is the only museum. It's the founder and the director is Lauren Coleman. This is his collection. It's a 60-year collection, and it covers all of cryptozoology. We are the only museum in the world that covers all of it. You have certain ones that do certain things with like Bigfoot or with Nessie, and then you've got some that the Mothman Museum. I mean, but this is the only one that deals with it all.
That's amazing. So we're up in Maine. And that's really cool. It's our first time here, first expedition up here in Maine. And we figured we would stop in here because out of anybody that knew where Bigfoot and had some intel to where Bigfoot is in Maine, it would be the International Cryptozoology Museum. So tell us about the sightings up here, because there's a lot of woods up here, I've noticed.
There's a lot of woods up here, and we get people that report sightings to us every now and then we have people that just like to share their stories of just interesting things that have happened. I met a couple the other day that wanted to make sure that I knew that when they were in Millinocket, they were fishing on a tote pond. Just before they were done, it was close to 5 o'clock. They were rowing into shore, and out of nowhere, this large rock, it was just a small boulder, come flying out of nowhere and smashed into the water said the force was so bad that the water just shot right straight up in the air, and they're looking around, but the woods is so dense and so thick that they couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
So they didn't know where it came from or who threw it or what threw it, but they were just at that point on edge and decided we're packing up as fast as we can and we're getting out of this area.
And you're not only do you just work here, you're a Bigfoot researcher yourself. So you know areas that we're obviously not going to discuss, but you've told me areas and stuff that you've had really good activity in yourself personally, correct?
Yeah, over the last 3 years I've been working with a gentleman on and around his property, and he had a sighting back in the early 2000s. So this year I had gone up to his place because he had thought he found a partial print. We couldn't make really anything out of it, but he took me around to some other places, and we were actually in this old it's like from the 1800s graveyard up this area on the side of a mountain that is where he had his sighting. Just a little ways away from it, we found another print that was just right next to one of the old tombstones and stuff, and took some pictures. It was just at the time of season, though, with it being the beginning of spring, it was really, the grass was not even proper to even try to make a cast or anything. But we did take pictures and stuff, and went back up a couple weeks ago and came across in another area around near where he's at a 17-inch print that we were able to cast. It was 6.5 inches wide. But in the same area, which was neat, I decided to record because there was a tree bend. And in one of the pictures I took, you've got the two prints, one that we're casting, the other one we couldn't. It was just uncastable. But there's a beautiful tree bend.
That's cool.
And on the other side of that tree bend, within just 15 feet, was a structure just inside of the woods. So it was neat. Don't know, like I don't know what made the print, can't speculate, but it's just really neat when you come across that stuff. And it's just nice being outside too.
Yeah. So I was doing in the research coming up here, Maine doesn't have a lot of Bigfoot sightings, reported sightings. Why is that? Why do you think that is?
I think that a lot of times people don't really like to discuss it, because once they tell somebody they've seen it, either they're thought they're crazy or just get ridiculed, laughed at. The gentleman that I'm working with, that I had been working with, that had his sighting and stuff, that's why he told people, but he got laughed at, wasn't believed. And I think that a lot of people, when they do have their sightings, or they kind of hold it in because they don't want that. Other people are more open about it, but
that's interesting. Yeah. And I think too, also a secondary thing to that is like I said before, there's a lot of woods. I think they can hide. They're good hiders. So I mean, there's a lot of woods up here. I'm from New Jersey. Like I'm just driving through here. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of woods, and the part is most people don't understand is you don't have to be more than 10 miles away from the coast and you can be in thick woods.
Yeah. I noticed that coming down here.
Yeah, we have a state park just up the road a little ways outside of Freeport, Bradbury Mountain, and it's beautiful in that area and stuff. And there's been a lot of sightings in that on the other side of that area in Lake Durham. That's one of the hot spots that I've heard of a lot of sightings and stuff.
Right. That's awesome. Well, Gene, thanks for having us here. I really appreciate it. When you see Lauren, thank him for us. And we're going to take a look around. If you're ever in Maine or anywhere on the East Coast, come up to the International Cryptozoology Museum, because this place is really, really cool. Reasonably priced. Anybody that's interested in Bigfoot or anything, it has something here for you. So we're going to look around a little bit, have some lunch, and then get back into the woods, and we will update you from there. Welcome to Maine. It's the first time actually stepping foot in the state, so I'm super excited. We are camping at the Bigelow Preserve for this expedition. It's central west Maine. Behind me is Mount Bigelow and Flagstaff Lake. A lot of reports out of this. This is the highest county of reports in the state, and Bigelow Preserve has the highest number of sightings in that county. So I'm excited to be at that location, and just got some firewood. We're going to get camp set up, and it's a beautiful day here in Maine. Glad to be here. excited.
Alrighty, we just got to our campsite in Maine. Yeah, this'll do. Got a loon spotting at base camp. Oh, there he is right in front of us. Oh my god. He's literally right in front of us. Do you see him? No. Look out by my fishing pole. Oh, he just went under. He was maybe 15 feet off the shore.
Snowshoes and solitude, what I dream of. A world of wind and water.
Alright, so we drove down. I'm using my phone because our camera died and I didn't bring the extra batteries. So we drove down about 10 miles to the end. I thought it went all the way around, but there's a gate here. We are 10 miles away from camp or so, and we just got here. We turned the car off. We're going to be quiet. We're going to sit and listen for a little while and just kind of relax and get in touch with just listening to the sounds out here. And then if we don't hear anything, we're going to do some vocalizations, and hopefully we'll find something. I know for a fact that there's nobody past this point, and I know for a fact that there's nobody back that way until our camp, which is 10 miles back. So we are literally in the middle of nowhere. There's no cell phone service. There's nothing out here. So we're going to slowly get out and quietly and see if we can hear anything. Let's do it.
That's weird.
Time on is 23:30 hours. Wow, that's I'm falling apart tonight.
Yeah, what's going on?
Alright, so we sat up here and listened for a while at the end of this road. Didn't hear anything. So we're going to walk to this gate, which is kind of a corridor for vocalizations, and we're just going to do a call and see if we get a reply. I came up here behind camp, near the trail camera. I'm trying to be quiet. I'm going to do something that I don't think anybody else has done in the Bigfoot field. I'm always trying to think outside the box and think about what we could do to make the Bigfoot more interested to coming to check us out. So I brought a bunch of incense. And I'm just trying to get, I'm not going to film it, just a little bit to show you what's going on, but I got, I'm going to put it in like a circle, and I'm far enough away from the campfire, so this is it here, and I'm just going to put it in a circle around me, and just listen. So let me get that set up. This fragrance that I'm doing is called a spiritual. So spiritual. I don't think there's a connection between
Bigfoot in the spiritual realm, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm always up for trying anything once, so I'm gonna light these guys, and it's awesome. So the incense burned out, and I sat here for a while afterwards. I was kind of just in a very relaxed state. I don't think I heard anything besides some sort of coyote or wolf or something barking out in the distance, and then obviously the loons, which are amazing. I feel much better now, though. I don't know why. I'm not religious nor spiritual too much, but I do have a higher power. I don't even know why I'm getting into this, but I definitely was in that zone right then and there. So it was very nice. One of the other reasons why I did this is because I think Bigfoot, especially around here, they know the campfire smell a lot. So I wanted to bring them a different smell. I think their senses are probably pretty heightened, and I wanted to bring them a different smell, maybe attract them a little bit to closer into camp. So we'll see. Right now I'm down by the lake, and I have a hit on a thermal. Looks like 2 or 3 hits. Definitely alive and moving. I'm gonna try to light him up, I think. I think it might be moose. There they are. There's the eye shine.
I don't know what they are.
Hello from base camp. This is day 2 of Maine. Rained last night, and let's just say I have to get a new tent. So we had to move into the sun, and there was, some legitimate puddles. I don't know, now it's just, I don't know if you can see in the back, there's a little bit, but I'm going to sweep it out and make it nice for tonight and go for a ride. Now this thing, I just want to show you guys, this thing is the best, I think it was $4 that I've ever spent. I don't care, any type of camping gear, I love this little thing. So if you happen to see something, pick it up like this, because this is legitimate. So I just heard something jump into the water at camp, and look at all these little babies, baby loons. That is so cool. Literally a ton of them. That's awesome. Look at how cool that is. That's an endangered bird right there. Aww. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Missed the pull-off point to camp. Went a little too far north.
And dust and dust. Snowshoes and solitude, what I dream of.
Alrighty, night 2, final night of our night investigation. Nothing much to report today. Rained all day pretty much, so we didn't do too much. But I do want to show you what is on the car. How nice is that? Another reason why we're in the tent all day is all these little gnat things. They swarmed the car, the tent, so I don't know why, but we got a little break in the rain, so we're gonna go out and do a little night investigation. Alrighty, so we are off doing our final night investigation up here in Maine, and last night we hit the west side of the park. Tonight we're going to hit the east side of the park to cover the whole park in 2 nights, which is really good, considering this county in Maine has the highest number of sightings. That's our turn. And this park in particular has the highest reports out of that county. So we are definitely in the right spot in the right time. We got a break in the rain, so we're hitting the woods right now, actually. So we're just randomly driving down, these roads here, and middle of the park. So we have Cranberry Peak Road, which is the intersection of Absolutely Not and Where the Hell Are We? This is like Deliverance. I don't know why they even put a street sign out there. We're turning around. Good morning. It is our final day here in Maine, in the Bigelow Preserve. We are just taking a walk to get the trail camera. Just got the other 2. I gotta say, Maine is beautiful, especially where we are. This is just a remarkable place. But if and I do believe there's a Bigfoot here, they decided not to come and play with us during our trip, which is fine, because that really doesn't matter. We tried some new techniques, and it's the first time that I've ever been in Maine. So this is well worth the trip, even if there's no activity whatsoever. So, signing off from, obviously we've still got to check the trail cameras and audio recordings, but signing off for In the Shadow of Big Red Eye. I'm Mike Familant. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. First official Maine beach.
Streams, forests, give me peace of mind. Earth's spirit keeps my soul alive. Snow